Hello and welcome to Reflections, episode 36, Alaska, part 5. Okay, so where we last left off was we flew around Denali and then we walked around Wonder Lake. And this is a different day, but it's like, for me, it's the same. We haven't slept yet since then, and we're now walking at midnight.
Because the sun's out forever.
The sun is still out.
And it was our last, night in Denali, so it was hard to go to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We did not see any animals today. We're hoping to go down to the river and find some animals, as in bear or moose. We'll keep a safe distance and try to take a photo or something. Slow poke.
My legs are like half the size of yours, so.
There are so many mosquitoes out here. We just need to make it out into the sun. It's when they stop attacking. Because they're vampires. So we passed by some other lodge place to stay at.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can see in the background,
Okay.
that's our lodge on the hill, but we walked down to some other place that you can reserve at. I don't know what it's called, but that wasn't where we were staying. And again, I bring up the mosquitoes.
Right.
And I think that's why I was calling you slow, because
We gotta go.
trying to hurry through.
Yeah, basically in the shade, they were terrible. In the sun, there was some relief, but also the sun is slowly going down.
Right. Almost fell. We didn't see what was across that bridge because it was in the shadows.
Really?
That's too much mosquitoes for me. Too many mosquitoes. No thanks. And we knew that there was going to be a lot of mosquitoes, so we do turn around because of that. And we crossed it once with the camera seeing us cross, and then I get the camera and we cross again, and then we go back and you're like, this is our third time crossing,
So now we're gonna go across the bridge for the third time.
Yeah. But it was fun to walk across.
It was fun. I think that was like our first rope bridge that we experienced.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it was fun to just watch. I didn't mind.
found some cool. Well, I got some good ones. This one. And this one.
Collecting rocks or just looking at them.
And
then-
I like rocks. They're cool.
Yeah. Well, so the midnight sun is just when the sun's up after midnight. But it was really cool for like my brain to experience that because there's no other time in my life so far that I've gotten to see that. Like we just get to adventure even longer
Yeah.
during the day, and there's not really I say we're looking for animals, but then we find that it's just pretty
Right.
by itself,
Yeah.
and that's why we're sort of just lollygagging. I don't know how to describe just chilling and hanging out in this place, but there's not really an objective except for to appreciate all the beauty.
Yeah. Well, like golden hours, like stretched out. It feels like
Yes.
just that time of day, normal, like when it's not at midnight, 2 a.m. Is like a beautiful time, but it just seems so like fleeting, and so it is like cool to experience because it just feels like it's like longer. Yeah, and like the flowers are like illuminated and also like almost translucent, and just like everything has like this different look to it, and the river's flowing, and we're waiting by it, hoping that we see like something come to the river, like a moose or a bear or something. But also it's just really fun and peaceful to sit by the river at that time of day and just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to convey here.
Yeah.
So. And then that was us running away
From the mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes because the sun got too low.
Yeah.
Then when we got back, you had met Lucky again. And it was just nice having a Labrador retriever greeting you, sleeping as you walked in.
Yeah. I always enjoy a place with like a animal kind of mascot.
Yeah.
The resident dog, resident cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always excited to meet them.
And there's our room. Finally got it.
Yep.
Not really much to it at all.
All we needed.
And it was just outside the hangout area. But that wasn't ever a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, like this night, they were like up later, like celebrating because one of the pilot's sons had just like got his pilot's license. Like passed his test and got his license. And so they were like up late celebrating, and we like come out, like they saw us and they were like, oh gosh, like, are we disturbing you? And we were like, no, we just got back
From a hike. Yeah.
from a hike. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also it's like, well, that's a pretty big thing to celebrate. So even if you were disturbing us, like, go right on ahead.
And then
Right.
it was time to leave.
Time to
and
go.
The bus route, this specific one that we're taking out, hasn't been available since
2021.
2021, like a little bit after we had
Yeah, like a month later.
done it. We'll get more into that, but
But yeah. Well, the way I planned this was like we fly in to kind of get that experience. Because basically in 2021, to get to this part of the park in Kantishna, like 96 miles in, you either flew or you rode a bus. Like you cannot drive over there. And so we flew in and then we rode the bus out, because then you're kind of able to see, you know, from the road. So I thought that would be like a cool way to experience the park too.
So I see that as kind of a metaphor. The two moose locked in conflict for all time. For me, as a human being that likes to think about things,
Yeah.
like how it might apply to me, story-wise, my own life narrative, it feels as though if you are continuously fighting, even with one other person or creature or idea or whatever, you're going to be stuck in that conflict forever. And so it's kind of fun just to understand it in that way. As I'm watching this back, I get like a better understanding of the things I was looking at at the time, because at the time I'm like, this is cool, I don't know what it really means, but then upon reflection you kind of have a deeper understanding of the experience.
Right.
And so what's the answer to solve this conflict? To me, it's to keep exploring. And that doesn't have to mean travel. It means just exploration of...
Keep moving.
Just, yes. Yeah. Exploration of yourself, too. Like, movement doesn't have to be,
Movement doesn't have to be physical.
Yeah. It does help to be thinking while you're moving, but I mean, that's just in my experience, my opinion. I can only speak from experience. I think the vastness of Alaska, like, it taught me that yes, the world is much bigger than you. And that doesn't make me feel small. It just means that beauty is just about as infinite as the amount you can experience. Like, we came here and then this paused here because this specific road now is no longer, this part that we're looking at now is what it's called the Pretty Rock landslide, but this road is no longer available, and I guess I have no regrets for doing this, obviously, but the specific time in my life I was very unsure about this trip and how it was planned, but I through all the trust in your ability to plan and get us through to each place. And then now I think on the other end is me trying to reevaluate, re-express, make a video about the experience. So it is very special to have those two things come together. Because in revisiting this footage specifically, I think it's incredible that we saw the things that we saw, because this whole time I'm like, well, maybe we'll see a bear. Maybe we'll see a big moose. Maybe. And just on this 6-hour bus ride back, we saw like the most incredible thing that I still today, like top moments ever. And
here it is.
Here it is. So we saw 4 bears in the order that they were shown. And like the first one, far away. Second one crawling on the side of this mountain.
The first one I couldn't even see.
Yeah, it was far.
Like from the bus. Like you could see it on like with the big lens, and then it just looked like a little speck. And then the second one you could I could kind of see with my eyeballs, but like not very well. And then the mama and the baby were like right there. Like if we weren't on a bus, if we were experiencing that in any other way, especially like the baby running like that
towards us,
baby, mind you, it's like giant, running towards you. And then if I had experienced that in any other way than like on the bus, that would have been terrifying. But then it just like runs up and then is like goes up to its mom and is like, hey. And it was just like the sweetest encounter ever. And they were just like, I don't know, living their lives, minding their business. Like, you know, definitely have a healthy like fear, respect for grizzlies, but it was just incredible to see them like that and not as like a monster, you know? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the bus driver had stopped and was like, just so y'all know, that was rare and incredible, because they were close. They were really close. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, and like you made videos about Alaska years ago about this trip, you know, but like a much more condensed version. And like whenever you made this, and I like that like part is like stretched out. And I like appreciate that, because like I'm like, yeah, I want to see that big old lug run in like just like that as long as possible, and see like exactly what they did and like their interaction, because that's like really stinking cool. So stretch it out, because that was an incredible moment that deserves like time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the music with it is like, I love it. Yeah.
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 It was neat. I'll just let this play.
Okay. Yeah. And then we continued our bus ride to the front of the park.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what, I mean, it's hard to be summarized with words. I think that's why I like to express this in a video format, because there's not really a way to encapsulate unless you sit and experience this video. For me, it's the closest I can get to that experience again, and then having, I think the connection, the difference in, like, you can just watch footage back, you can just look at a photo, but like the way I feel this is put together, it helps form that connection again for me. And I'm not saying it's the same for everybody, but yeah, I do get there are a lot of emotions behind making this, because I consider everything around it. Like, why were we able to, like, I can't think of a reason why not. And it's just all by pure chance. All this came together in this certain way, in this specific time. And it's quite compelling for me. And then we arrive at this village, Denali Park Village, which is a little more...
I called it the Disney park.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Disneyland part of the park.
Yeah.
Like, it's like outside of the park.
Yeah.
And there's more like anemones and shops and stuff like that. You're still in like Alaska, so it's beautiful all around you.
Yeah. Just different.
But yeah, it was different.
And then at midnight again, we're walking along the river. So that's where I'll pick up on the next one, is midnight again along a river. I don't know. I guess we slept on the bus or something, because
I did sleep a little bit on the bus.
Because we're out again at midnight. That's a full 24 hours of like.
Well, we slept a little bit when we got back after petting Lucky and stuff.
That's true.
Got a couple hours in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, really incredible. I'm glad we have this, and it's really nice to be able to see again, and in this way. So it feels like it's curing something in me every time I go through and look at this again and re-evaluate. Like, just a reminder that it did happen. That's what I have to feel like I have to. I'm not saying I do have to, but just go back and see it again is a healthy thing. I think it's, for me, it's the same thing as rereading a journal entry, but I'm just looking at what I was, when I pressed record, there was a reason why I was specifically recording those moments.
Right.
The first time I looked through the footage and saw like the midnight sun stuff, I didn't even include, because I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it. But now coming back and seeing it again, it's like I understood a little better on how to make it happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, because we're just exploring without like a point or a purpose in the beginning. And so my brain way back when was, what is the point and purpose of this? I can't find it. So I couldn't make that connection when seeing it the first time, so I just glossed over it. But now it makes sense. It's a little tiny, simple story that kind of expands into this big, grand thing, because what's the objective when we're walking around? It's to get away from mosquitoes and enjoy the infinite sunset. That's a pretty simple thing to want to accomplish, but it does require going out at midnight and getting away from mosquitoes and finding a good spot to sit down and
enjoy.
Yes, and that's a very specific objective, I think. I don't know. It's nice to have.
Well, to me, it's like, you know, it's honestly up there with like flying in a plane around the mountain, you know, like you can have these like big, epic, life-changing experiences, and then there's also so much beauty and importance in like the small moments, just like sitting by a river, you know, as the sun goes down.
Yeah.
And like it was all like really, I mean, it was like a new day because it was like past midnight, but like up to that point it was like the same day for us, you know. Yeah. But like that was just a part of all of it. It was all pretty incredible, but that's also, I mean, like choosing to do that, you know, is important.
Yeah.
So that I mean, I'm glad that I did that, because then you're like looking back on it and I'm like, yeah, like, wow, that's really cool that we did that, and that we like, I mean, lived the day to the fullest, arguably. So, you know, I know for me personally, there are a lot of other ways that I could have spent that day that wouldn't make me feel good about it later, you know? And so it is like a powerful thing to be looking back on it and being like proud of what you've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, because when I watched this, I was like, oh my God, like, look at her. Like, and then like all the footage and stuff, like that's like your perspective. Like that's like how you see the world. Like, you know, it's like you're an extension of your eyeball, like getting stuff. And so it's just like really interesting to see that, like, not everyone could capture all of that. That's still happening around you regardless. You know what I mean? Whether you're seeing it or not. But it is, I'm glad that to be with someone who can see stuff like that. You know?
I'm glad to be the person.
Yeah, that you're not just complaining about the mosquitoes.
Right. That's a minor inconvenience compared to the entire grand scheme of things, of what we're trying to accomplish.
Exactly.
It doesn't take over the whole experience. It's just in the moment of experiencing something annoying. It is annoying.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't last forever. It never does. So, yes, the same can be said about good moments, but emphasis on the good.
Right.
Emphasis on the good. I'm not saying don't acknowledge bad or annoying things. I'm saying that there is a benefit to emphasizing good things that happen when they happen. And I have gratitude for both. I learn a lot from each side.
Yep.
But that is, I think, all I have to say right now. So.
Okay.
Anything else?
I don't think so, yeah. That was, I mean, it's a good one.
Well, thanks for watching, and go there, do that.